The studio lights blazed down on the set of Lorraine Kelly's morning show, where the cheerful host sat poised in her signature armchair, ready to welcome her next guest. Colin Firth, the Oscar-winning actor known for his roles in Pride and Prejudice and The King's Speech, strode onto the stage with his trademark charm, flashing a polite smile as the audience erupted in applause. Lorraine greeted him warmly, shaking his hand and settling into what promised to be a light-hearted chat about his latest film project, a romantic comedy set in the English countryside. But as the conversation began, Colin seemed unusually tense, his answers clipped and his eyes darting around the room. Lorraine, ever the professional, steered the discussion toward his personal life, asking about his family and recent travels. That's when things took a turn. Colin paused, his face hardening, and he launched into an unexpected rant about the state of British media, accusing tabloids of invading celebrities' privacy without remorse. The audience murmured in surprise, but Lorraine tried to laugh it off, saying, "Oh, Colin, you're always so passionate." Yet he didn't stop. He escalated, pointing out how shows like hers often sensationalized personal stories for ratings. The tension thickened as Lorraine's smile faltered, her attempts to redirect the topic falling flat. Colin, fueled by what seemed like pent-up frustration from years in the spotlight, began citing specific examples, including a recent scandal involving a fellow actor that had been mishandled by daytime TV. The crew exchanged nervous glances behind the cameras, and the producer signaled for a commercial break, but Colin ignored it, his voice rising. Lorraine, now visibly uncomfortable, interjected sharply, "Colin, this is a family show, let's keep it positive." But he shot back, "Positive? You mean sanitized for your viewers?" The exchange grew heated, with Colin standing up abruptly, gesturing wildly as he criticized the format of talk shows for being superficial. The audience gasped, some cheering, others shifting awkwardly in their seats. Lorraine, her cheeks flushing, tried to maintain composure, but the confrontation was spiraling out of control. Finally, as Colin accused her of complicity in celebrity exploitation, security personnel appeared at the edge of the set, ready to intervene. The host, her voice trembling with anger, declared, "I'm afraid we'll have to cut this short," and the cameras panned away as Colin was escorted off, his parting words echoing through the studio. "This is why Hollywood is a farce." The incident left everyone stunned, marking one of the most memorable meltdowns in daytime television history. In the aftermath of the explosive encounter, social media exploded with reactions. Hashtags like #Firth vs Lorraine trending worldwide as clips of the confrontation went viral. Fans of Colin Firth defended him vigorously, praising his candor and calling him a hero for speaking truth to power in an industry rife with fakery. Others sided with Lorraine Kelly, decrying Colin's outburst as rude and unprofessional, especially on a show known for its feel-good vibe. Pundits on evening news programs dissected the moment frame by frame, speculating on what triggered the actor's ire, perhaps a bad review, personal stress, or deeper grievances with the entertainment world. Lorraine, in a composed statement released later that day, expressed disappointment but wished Colin well, emphasizing her commitment to positive interviews. Meanwhile, Colin's publicist scrambled to do damage control, issuing an apology on his behalf that read more like non-apology, reiterating his points about media ethics without fully retracting them. The show's ratings skyrocketed, with viewers tuning in the next day to hear Lorraine address the drama firsthand. She opened with a light joke, "Well, that was more action than my usual cup of tea." But her eyes betrayed a hint of lingering hurt. Behind the scenes, reports emerged of heated discussions in the production office, with some staff sympathizing with Colin while others felt he crossed a line. Celebrity friends Wade and Emma Thompson tweeted support for Colin, saying actors deserve respect, while Piers Morgan lambasted him on his own show, calling it entitlement run amok. The incident sparked broader conversations about mental health in Hollywood, with experts suggesting Colin's blow-up might stem from burnout after decades of typecasting. As the story unfolded, tabloids dug into Colin's past, resurfacing old interviews where he hinted at dissatisfaction with fame. Lorraine's team, undeterred, booked more guests, but the shadow of the confrontation loomed, changing the dynamic of future episodes. Viewers debated endlessly online, some boycotting the show, others praising Lorraine's grace under fire. Colin, retreating to his London home, avoided the press, but insiders whispered he was unrepentant, viewing the clash as a necessary stand. The event became a case study in media courses, illustrating the fragile line between entertainment and authenticity. Ultimately, It humanized both stars, reminding everyone that even polished celebrities have breaking points. Delving deeper into the build-up to the infamous clash, it's worth exploring Colin Firth's mindset leading up to the appearance. Known for his reserved demeanor, Colin had been promoting his new film amid a grueling schedule of interviews and red carpets. Sources close to him revealed he'd been increasingly vocal about environmental issues and social justice, perhaps influencing his on-air passion. Lorraine Kelly's show, a staple of British breakfast TV, typically features fluffy segments on fashion, cooking, and celebrity gossip, which might have clashed with Colin's more serious outlook. During the pre-interview chat, everything seemed fine, with Colin complimenting Lorraine's longevity in the industry. But as the cameras rolled, a seemingly innocuous question about his love life tied to his film's theme struck a nerve. Colin, recently divorced, felt it was intrusive, sparking his initial defensiveness. The confrontation escalated when Lorraine pressed on, unaware of the depth of his discomfort. Witnesses described the atmosphere turning electric, with Colin's eloquence giving way to raw emotion. He referenced historical figures like Charlie Chaplin, who faced similar media scrutiny, drawing parallels that left Lorraine momentarily speechless. The host, a veteran of over 30 years, rarely encounters such pushback, making her response a mix of deflection and assertion, all the more telling. As security intervened, Colin reportedly muttered about scripted niceties, highlighting his disdain for contrived TV formats. Post-incident, Lorraine received flowers from Colin, but the gesture did little to mend the public rift. Analysts pointed out how this mirrored other celebrity meltdowns, like Kanye West's interruptions, but with a British politeness twist. The video script could expand on psychological angles, interviewing experts on fame's toll. Fans recreated the scene in memes, amplifying its cultural impact. Lorraine's ratings boost led to spin-off discussions, while Colin's career saw a temporary dip in invitations but a surge in activist support. This event underscored the evolving expectations of audiences, who crave authenticity over polish. In retrospectives, both parties reflected positively, with Colin admitting overreaction and Lorraine acknowledging the need for sensitivity. Yet, the raw footage remains a testament to unfiltered moments in media. Expanding on the ripple effects, the confrontation between Colin Firth and Lorraine Kelly ignited debates across entertainment forums. From podcasts to panel shows, critics argued that Colin's ejection symbolized a crackdown on free speech in media, while supporters of Lorraine viewed it as maintaining decorum in a public space. The clip amassed millions of views on YouTube, with reaction videos dissecting every facial expression and word choice. Colin's fans organized online petitions for his return, dubbing it Firth's freedom fight, whereas Lorraine's loyal viewers sent messages of solidarity. Industry insiders speculated on blacklisting risks for Colin, but his stature as a beloved actor buffered any severe fallout. Lorraine, in subsequent episodes, subtly referenced the incident through guest choices, inviting therapists to discuss handling conflict. The story crossed oceans, with American outlets like TMZ sensationalizing it as Brit actor's epic meltdown. Colin's upcoming projects gained buzz, ironically boosting promotion. Psychological breakdowns of the event suggested Colin's body language showed signs of stress accumulation, from fidgeting to raised volume. Lorraine's quick wit and cutting to break was praised as masterful crisis management. Social media algorithms pushed the content, creating echo chambers of opinions. Parodies emerged on Saturday Night Live, with impersonators exaggerating the drama for laughs. Educational value arose too, as communication classes used it to teach about nonverbal cues in arguments. Colin's apology tour included a measured interview on another show, where he elaborated on his points without aggression. Lorraine, ever gracious, accepted it publicly, turning the page. Yet, the incident lingered in pop culture, referenced in songs and books about celebrity life. Viewership patterns shifted, with more people tuning into talk shows for potential drama. Colin's activism flourished, leading to speeches at events where he channeled the energy positively. Lorraine's show adapted, incorporating more substantive topics amid the fun. This clash, though fiery, fostered growth in how celebrities and hosts interact, emphasizing mutual respect. In the end, it became a legendary tale of when poise meets passion on live TV. To craft a comprehensive narrative around this event, consider the behind-the-scenes preparations that inadvertently set the stage for conflict. Colin's team had briefed him on expected questions, but Lorraine's improvisational style caught him off guard. The show's producers, aiming for engaging content, encouraged probing into personal areas, unaware of Colin's sensitivities. As the argument unfolded, camera operators zoomed in on the tension, capturing nuances like Lorraine's clenched jaw and Colin's gesturing hands. Audience members later shared stories of the electric silence post-ejection, with whispers filling the void. Media ethics panels convened, debating the responsibility of hosts and steering conversations. Colin's outburst resonated with other stars who felt objectified, sparking a #Me Too-like movement for actor privacy. Lorraine, reflecting in her memoir years later, described it as a learning curve in empathy. The financial impact was notable. Ad revenues spiked for the episode, but sponsors hesitated briefly. Legal teams reviewed footage for libel, finding none but advising caution. Fan art depicted the scene dramatically, from cartoons to fan fiction exploring alternate endings. Colin's film release benefited from the publicity, topping box offices despite mixed reviews. Lorraine hosted a special on handling fame's pressures, inviting Colin indirectly through similar guests. The Confrontation's legacy influenced TV protocols, with more pre-show agreements on boundaries. Psychologists analyzed it as catharsis for Colin, releasing built-up resentment. Social commentary highlighted class divides, with Colin's posh accent clashing against Lorraine's relatable persona. Online forums buzzed with theories, from conspiracy about staged drama to genuine feud. Colin's family supported him privately, shielding from backlash. Lorraine's resilience shone, as she continued hosting with undimmed enthusiasm. This event humanized the glamour of showbiz, revealing vulnerabilities beneath the surface. Ultimately, it bridged divides, with both parties emerging stronger, their paths crossing amicably at future awards. The script could end on a reconciliatory note, imagining a joint appearance years on. Wrapping up the saga of Colin Firth's dramatic exit from Lorraine Kelly's show, the long-term cultural imprint cannot be overstated. It became a benchmark for on-air mishaps, often compared to historic TV blunders like walk-offs by other celebs. Documentaries revisited the moment, interviewing participants for fresh insights. Colin's career trajectory shifted toward more advocacy roles, starring in films tackling media satire. Lorraine evolved her format, blending depth with delight to prevent repeats. Public opinion polls showed divided sympathies, reflecting societal views on celebrity accountability. The viral nature amplified global awareness, with translations spreading the story. Educational institutions incorporated it into media studies curricula, emphasizing conflict resolution. Colin's reflections in interviews revealed personal growth, crediting the incident for authenticity. Lorraine's fanbase grew, attracted by her poise. Merchandise like Firth-fired-up mugs capitalized on the buzz. Psychological aftereffects included therapy for involved parties, highlighting stress in entertainment. The event inspired scripts for TV dramas, fictionalizing similar clashes. Social media preserved the legacy, with annual anniversary posts. Colin's philanthropy surged, channeling energy positively. Lorraine mentored young hosts on navigating egos. This confrontation, though brief, reshaped narratives around fame, fostering dialogue on ethics and humanity. In hindsight, it was a pivotal moment where confrontation led to connection, proving that even fiery disputes can spark positive change in the world of television.